Welcome back, and today we are talking about the Warrior Swordsman lineup and the anticipated arrival of King Canute and Cimon. But also I want to emphasize the strength of Scipio. It was a total game-changing hero for the Swordsman lineup, and basically any pikeman, whether you're trying to attack a rally or be inside a rally, is going to struggle versus this. With all the King Arthurs, all the Sun Tzus, all of the Ramses with Scipio open field. There are so many possibilities now with the Warrior Swordsman and the Swordsman in general that I'm actually pushing Swordsman as my first choice here for T8, given that the defense stats on T8 is huge. Like, defense is really underrated, and most people realize this now, that even for adornments, even for attacking setups such as cavalry, the defense adornments are the best. And here you increase your defense by almost 70 points, and the health and attack as well, obviously. And this is just going to be really hard to deal with in any combination for both open field and rallies. So that would be my first choice. My second choice would be for cavalry because of the Lubu, DJJ and Zhao combination here for rallies. So basically you have to kind of choose between calves or swordsman here, and I don't think either is wrong. But I'm going for the swordsman because I do believe this will benefit me more right now than cavalry. Okay, but before we dive into all of this, let's give a huge shout out here to Belop from Server 35, who won with the comment, "Finally going to be able to put that Hannibal I have to good use. Congrats, my friend. 999 Apex. It's on its way to your account." Obviously, we're having another giveaway for this video as well. All you have to do is subscribe and comment down below what you'd like to see next. Okay, so here is the recommended lineup for Warrior Swordsman, and what you can see here is that both Miyamoto and Lagertha seems to be replaced. The question is, will they be replaced in the same season, or will this be over 2 seasons? I think it's very unlikely it will be in the same season, but I've been surprised before. It could very well be that one of these heroes will be an MGE hero, and the other one you could get on the wheel. But I highly doubt it, but I could be wrong. Either way, I do believe that Lagertha and Miyamoto will be useful. So let's say that you get your hands on King Canute. You would be able to use Lagertha here or Miyamoto as a third. And this will be still hitting like a truck. What I really like about King Canute here is that he has the executor skill, which I recognize from Yodit, and same thing here with Cimon, that has the battle roar skill, which is quite good also. Now it all depends on their signature skills and their other unique customizable skills, but I do believe that this is going to not be similar to King Arthur, but it's going to approach the levels of King Arthur here, except that King Arthur has that adornment that is specifically for him, which no one will be able to compete with. But this will hit like a truck, and you can see it already from the description here that King Canute deals massive damage by stacking marks on enemy troops and detonating them, serving as the troops' damage core. Cimon here can deal additional damage to enemy troops when the commander's signature skill deals damage. So he is kind of like what Vlad is to Cyrus. So I think that this synergy here is going to be good. Now, also we're going to be having a look at some leaked rings. So for the next season, 6 new gold rings are going to be released, and we have some of them here. These are 3 rings. The one to the right side here is interesting because when any of your hero's signature active skills deals damage that ignore defense, so we know that Lagertha has that, and that they've actually fixed that now. So she is healing more, meaning she is a great addition in the troop for rallies, but also with this ring. So let's say that King Canute has something similar in his signature skill, then this ring will be an absolute must-have. Obviously, if Cimon has that as well, then this is a no-brainer. You need this ring in that lineup. But also you have existing rings that are good. You now have Judgment Sage that you could be putting on. You have obviously Lofty for a rally setup. So there are many possibilities here with existing rings as well. And if you're running 2 swordsman lineups, you have plenty of options here. Let's have a look at the other rings as well, because they, like the Dawn's Grace here, is not really limited to pikemen, but obviously when I read it and I see the troop defense here at 21.6% when it's maxed out, that sounds really appealing. But when you read the skills here, so when hit by a normal attack, there is a 50% chance to increase your commander might by up to 6, stacking up to 15 times. That's huge. That's really huge. So that's like 90 more might on your commander, and then when fully stacked, reduce your troops' damage taken by 15% with scaling of might bonus. So this is a great ring, and in theory you could be using this in your warrior swordsman lineup because it's based off might. So something to consider. And then you have the all-devouring cloud here, which is also a possible ring for many lineups, I believe. The only thing I don't like is the activation chance of these rings, but it enters the charging state and after 3 seconds deals might damage to the target up to 360% might bonus, and then there's a 50% chance to dispel all enemy heroes' attribute buffs, only those buffs obtained in battle. So that's interesting. This means that this could be some sort of anti-Hannibal, anti-Suleiman, any of those that has, some kind of debuff skills. So all of these rings are interesting, and this is only half of the rings, so there are 3 more coming. Don't have any info on those yet, but possibly you could have another ring here that could be useful for the swordsman. Okay, let's have a look at the current lineup. Obviously, this is a might-based lineup, so you're going to be using might gems here on Miyamoto and Lagertha, your damage dealers. Scipio here, you could use healing gems, or you could use all attributes. And obviously, all of these skills are active skills. These are passive, but the signature are active. And I'm using High Spirit here to boost the activation chance of the hero's active skills. And I'm using the Furious Charge, but you could actually be looking at running the Peerless Strike here, especially if you use this ring, right? Because this reduces the secondary strike skill damage of all heroes in your troop. You don't have any, so you don't care. but it increases the active skill damage of the other two heroes in this troop by almost 7% and increase the activation chance of customizable active skills. So if you would use Peerless here instead of Furious Charge, you would have another skill that would have some more chance of activation. So because High Spirit does not have that and Furious Charge is not dealing damage either, it's just increasing the might damage here up to 5 stacks. So in a long battle in rallies, you could consider maybe Peerless Strike here. But, you know, I think both are decent here. I mean, this is not bad. Increase the hero's might damage by almost 20% up to 5 stacks. This is going to hit like a truck as well. And for Scipio here, I'm running the King's Blade. All of his skills here, Righteous Judgment or Bloodthirst. I've tried them all, and it's just a preference thing for me. But the King's Blade, I believe, to be a little bit better for rallies. Okay, so with a setup like this, if you're using the Sage Ring here on Miyamoto, you have actually 3 heroes that will heal a bit. So this is basically a rally optimized setup where all the heroes here will heal. And same thing here with Lagertha. Her signature skill here has been fixed. So increases, up to 3 seconds by 80%. Ignore 15% of the enemy's defense. And when dealing damage that ignores defense, recovers 30% of the damage dealt as units. This is now working. So Lagertha is healing a little bit better. Also quite good for rallies. And the interesting thing to see now will be if they release both King Canute and Cimon in the same season. I don't think we've ever seen a warrior hero in MG, so that makes me think that it's going to be over 2 seasons and that Lagertha here will be quite useful. If you don't have Lagertha, you will most definitely be able to use Miyamoto here as the 3rd hero, I believe. When it comes to adornments here, you want to be using, first of all, defense. And if you're going to pick one, I would say that the Blazing Edge here will be good for your commander. Otherwise, Natural Selection is a good option here as well, a defensive option. And one of my favorite adornments is Resistance. Now, there's nothing wrong in using the Charge here either for your commander, or the Mutual Aid here is also quite decent. I mean, your heroes are healing, so, you know, this could be used. So there are no really bad adornments here. It's just that you could be using Resistance on all 3 heroes basically, and it will be really tanky. So it's a preference thing, but I really urge you to go for the defense variation here, as most reports indicate that this is better than using the attack. It's more efficient. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this video. Thank you for watching, and comment down below what you'd like me to do next. And there's going to be a giveaway for this video as well, and see you in the next one, guys.